Okay, happy, what's today, Wednesday? Still under the weather. And it's back raining again, so I'm not surprised. But I am going to make a couple of videos today because I have a couple of things that are on my mind and my heart to speak about. That the Lord just won't leave me alone about. So, the first thing is that really, as much as we would like to hold today's men to the standard of what a man should be, the reason that at least 70% of males, men, young men, up to, I would say, 40, are the way that they are is because they were raised in single parent households with mothers who did everything for them, who decided everything for them, who did not force them to figure things out, who did not force them to apply logic and critical thinking skills, who did not force them to have the ability to understand things, but instead they had mothers who held their hand, led them through things, explained everything to them, did everything for them, led them in the right direction. And up until a certain point, of course, that is warranted. But when your son, if you do not begin while they are young in teaching them how to think for themselves, teaching them how to make good decisions, teaching them how to think critically, then they will be like how men are today. They don't want to do anything. They are lazy. A lot of them are very lazy. And they want to be they want things to be explained to them. They want some woman to take the time out of her life to lead them through whatever it is that they say that they want to do. And I wasn't gonna say anything, even though I was thinking about this last night. I wasn't gonna say anything though, because I figured that's, obvious. But this morning I was going down to my office to get some honey for the tea that I make every morning. And there's this man in the elevator that's a resident of the building that I work in. And he's like, hey, I don't understand. So I put out a form at all the residents' doors last night with just, the form is very self-explanatory. All you have to do is read it, sign it, and then return it back to the office the next morning. That's all that was asked. That's all that was required of these people. And mind you, it's 6 o'clock in the morning when I'm seeing this man. And he sees me in the elevator and he's like, oh, I don't understand this paper. I don't know what you're asking me for. I don't understand. I'm just like, all you had to do is read the paper. The paper will tell you what you need to do. All you have to do is sign it. Oh, I gotta call my sister so that she can explain this to me. No, you just read the paper and sign where it's telling you to sign and return to the office. It doesn't cost you anything. It's not, ask for your social security or personal information. All it's doing is you have to follow the instructions on the paper and sign it. That's it. And he just kept going on and on about how his sister handles this for him, and he needed to contact so-and-so and such and such. And I just had to explain to him what he was signing and why. And this man is 64 years old. And all his life, at least, up until this point, there has always been, well, he was homeless for, I think, like 10 years. And I'm pretty sure this is why. And not that that's funny, but it's ironic. But he for however long he's been housed, there have been other people who will understand things for him. There have been other people who will take that burden for him. And that is why we have the problem of useless men. That is where this comes from. Women enabling this garbage instead of forcing them to understand things. Stop it. Cut it out. That's how we get good men. That's how we get useful men. That's how we get men who actually take responsibility for things. It's not by holding their hand and leading them and being the alpha woman. That's not it. And I was in a relationship with a guy, and people don't understand that this is why women really shouldn't be yoking themselves with men who are not as established as them, because she is not supposed to be leading you, sir. You are supposed to lead her.